Okay, I know this is not about gaming, and I had no intention of doing a video on this, but I just saw the Emoji Movie, and this is one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever seen in my life. And I gotta talk about it. I usually script everything I do, but this is very unscripted, and I gotta tell you about this abortion of a movie. Now, don't get me wrong, going into this, I knew it was gonna be bad. I saw all the reviews saying it was a piece of shit, but like, I wasn't expecting it to be as bad as it is. When I first heard about it, I wasn't even sure how they were gonna even pull a plot out of emojis, but before I went and saw it, I already watched the reviews, so I knew what it was gonna be about. But basically, the short version of the premise is this. All emojis are in their little fucking emoji land, Textopolis, or whatever it is they call it, and they all are assigned to whatever kind of emoji that they are. Like, if they're a happy emoji, they gotta be happy all the time. If they're sad, they gotta be sad all the time. If they're poop, they gotta be a pile of shit all the time. And basically, there's this one emoji that's supposed to be a meh emoji, and he's malfunctioning because he shows all these other emotions, so they're like, you're messed up, we gotta get rid of you, and they want to delete him, so he leaves and goes and tries to like reprogram himself so he can be meh all the time and basically fix what's wrong with him. But basically he goes on an adventure with a couple other emojis that he meets along the way to help him and to go fix his bullshit. The premise of the movie is stupid enough, and I mean, it's to be expected because what more could they really possibly do with an Emoji Movie? But the actual script and the jokes are so much worse than the plot. I hate using the word cringe, but oh god, holy shit. I was getting secondhand embarrassment pretty much the whole movie. I'll admit there were a couple jokes that hit. I mean, like, literally a couple. There was, I think, 2 the entire movie that I thought was funny. One of them was a joke that they made when they were walking down the street, and there were a group of like old-style emoticons, like with like colons and end parentheses to make faces and stuff, and they were referring to them as elderly, which I thought was like kind of funny. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even actually remember what the other one was. I just remember laughing at it. Other than that, though, every single joke in the movie was completely like the corny, cringy, what you'd expect it to be. Like, low-hanging fruit, how much can we joke about the fact that everything in this world is phone or emoji related? And the plot doesn't even actually really move along. It's really, really slow, and it's almost like they paced it out as slow as they possibly could so they could get an hour and a half out of it and cram as much corny bullshit jokes in it as possible. Now, during pretty much the whole movie, I sat through it staring at the screen, then looking at my friends, staring at the screen, looking at my friends, and just laughing about how fucking bad the movie is. And I thought that was gonna be it. I was just gonna be a bad movie and I was gonna laugh about it. But this movie did one thing that made me so fucking frustrated, and it made me go from just laughing to angry. After about the halfway point of the movie, this like love interest romance thing starts kindling between 2 of the main characters, which to me was fucking ridiculous in and of itself because they're fucking emojis. But then the climax of the movie comes, and I just gotta say, spoiler, not that it fucking matters, but the main character basically confesses his love to the other character, and then she like rejects him completely unexpectedly, and it was in like the weirdest way, and she totally definitely gives off the vibe that she's a lesbian, and that's why she's rejecting him. I could be totally wrong, but that is definitely how they make it come off. Which would be fine, but they never say it, and then the end of the movie comes and everybody's happily ever after, but that part of the plot never had any resolution. You never ever found out the reason that she actually rejected him. And even one of the other main characters was like, he's all upset now. What did you say to him? And she goes, it's what I didn't say. But then she never fucking says it! It completely changes what happens in the movie. It breaks the main character's spirit and leads to the ending of the movie. And they never explain what the fuck happened. And not just for me, for the main character. He's all down in the dumps, and then she comes back and she's like, I came back for you! And then he finds this strength within himself to save the day. But she never tells him what happened, and there's never resolution. They never actually, like, get together or explain why they're not together. The movie just ends. And that is the most frustrating thing in the world. The movie can be as bad as it wants to, but there was no resolution to a major plot point. The only other movie I've ever seen that pulled this kind of shit was Mulan 2. That was another movie where the whole fucking movie went by and this one major conflict was all fixed at the end, but then the other one, the reason that it was all happening in the first place, never got fixed and they never spoke about it. God damn it, this movie sucked. I don't do movie reviews or anything really other than gaming on this channel, but fuck man, I had to talk about this. Thanks for watching. Don't see this movie, or see it just so you can fucking be on the same page as me. But like, just try buying a ticket to a different movie and then going to this one so they don't get your goddamn money. Just don't really do that. That's illegal, that's bad.